Hello, back to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to give my comments, opinions, and the results of WWE SmackDown Live, 27th of September 2016. We kick off the show with Randy Orton coming down to the ring. He says Bray does things because he's afraid. Orton says it's nothing to be ashamed of because people are afraid of many things: heights, spiders, snakes, etc. Orton says Wyatt is afraid of him. He said there's enough sneak attacks. He says, Wyatt, come down to the ring if you're man enough. Come and face your fears. Then we have the Bray Wyatt screen thing. And he's like, I am a god. This is my world. He says, he makes the rules. Orton, you're in no position to make any demands. If you want to hurt me, Orton, you better hurry. The sands of time waits for no mortal man. Bray Wyatt is holding an hourglass and he starts singing the whole world in his hand really creepily, and Randy Orton heads backstage. Then we have a Dean Ambrose little interview thing that asked what's going through his mind. He says there's a lot that's going through my mind, but this is a PG show. He called his win over John Cena last week old news, just like Cena is. He's going to turn the face that runs this place into the guy that's going to cry when he takes the title back. Then we go straight to our first match of the show: American Alpha and Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos and the Ascension. The Usos are still doing great heel work right here. They won by damaging Heath Slater's leg and then getting him into a single leg crab, Boston crab thing, and he had to tap out. I'm loving the heel work. It's so much fresh stuff. I like it. Then we have a Cena interview. He said he's going to be watching this match very closely because he's going to be on commentary. And he's going to prepare for No Mercy by watching it. He says he'll finally be able to say, the 16-time world champ is here! And then he walks off. Then we have a little bit of Miz getting a photo of himself put over the picture of LeBron James on the back. Then we go backstage. We have Randy Orton with a weird segment. This actually was. He was looking for Bray Wyatt. He's following a path that Bray set him. There was like this kind of turning thing that he moved. It looks like it, and then it moved back. It looked like he'd taken the wrong turning, and then we just see the figure of Eric Warren standing there. Then we go to commercial after that. Then we have a Bray backstage segment saying, you're not good at following directions, Orton. The clock is still ticking. Then we had a women's division match, Carmella and Natalya versus Naomi and Nikki Bella. Same old shit! Sorry. Yeah, it was an alright match. Carmella won with a roll-up to Nikki Bella. Then we had another Randy Orton backstage segment. He's still looking to find Wyatt. On an electric box, you saw one way out. Choose wisely. Kind of like looking like blood because it was red. It was awesome. He opens one door and sees a cardboard cutout of himself with his eyes cut out and lit up. It was really creepy. Then he turns and sees another door saying Predator or Prey. He opens the door and just sees this figure of Eric Rowan standing there. He just backs out, shuts the door. He walks off, and then we see a handle shaking. I'm not sure whether it was a different door or the Eric Rowan door. The thing about that was a bit sketchy, but either way, it was a bit weird again. Then we get on to the Miz's celebration. Oh my god, we're going to have to talk for a very long time here. Miz comes out. There's a load of photos and everything of him. We have proper pyro go off, making it look like a big deal. Then we had a career highlights package showing his career. Miz comes out and says, I'm home. He says about the Cleveland Cavaliers getting a huge turnout when they won the NBA championship, whatever the hell that means. He says something about LeBron James. And then he brags about his never-ending championship tour. Then Miz says there's only two decent people in this crowd. He points to them, and it is his own parents. At which point we see his parents, and they are butt ugly. Sorry to say, they really are. Then Miz points out Dolph Ziggler's parents, and then he says it must be tough because you've raised a world-class loser. Then Ziggler comes out. They have a few exchanges about Miz cheating to win, but Miz says it's not going to matter because record book's going to still show that I have beat you. Ziggler tells him to enjoy his tainted title, enjoy his parade. He's leaving, but Miz gets back on the mic and says, Ziggler, you just keep losing and losing. When will you stop? Miz says, your career makes me absolutely sick, and I'd be embarrassed if it was my own career. Your parents, your friends, and your city should be embarrassed of your career. You've done nothing lately at all. You just keep losing and losing. I actually feel sorry for you, Ziggler. He mocking him, saying, you asked for a title shot, you want one more title shot? You ain't getting one more title shot. Miz just leaves. Ziggler says this is everything he's lived for and what he loves. Sometimes things that you love don't love you back. You can give and give and give, but sometimes you get nothing in return. He would be a bigger star if he could just stop himself. He says, Miz, just put the title on the line one more time. The fans get behind that and say, one more time, one more time. And then Ziggler says, if you put your title on the line, I'll put my career on the line. Miz gets back in the ring and says, I don't want it so you go to SmackDown or NXT or anything like that. If you lose, you will be out of WWE. Ziggler says, I'll either walk out champion or I'll walk out of the career together. Either way, I'll be out my rut. And Miz says, if you're not willing to hang up your career, I will hang it up for you. And then the Miz leaves. Absolutely great promo that was. Super long. Sorry about all that text reading. And then we have a Bray backstage segment with him telling Randy Orton to be careful as he is watching. Becky Lynch is coming down to the ring after that, and she gets attacked by Alexa Bliss. Brutal beatdown. Then she grabs the title and says, you don't deserve this. Then we have a reveal from Kurt Hawkins that he's going to make a big announcement next week. Then we get to the final vignette from the Bray Wyatt thing. He's just there asking, where are you, Orton? You're a coward. You're a coward. There is a figure behind him that looks like Eric Rowan, but he pulls it up to reveal to the crowd that it is Randy Orton and not Eric Rowan. He does a beatdown, but Bray Wyatt escapes. He kneels back down, puts the mask back on, and then starts singing In His Hands, really creepily, while the camera shakes and the laugh is distorted. The camera fades from where Orton's mask is, and you see Bray Wyatt sitting there with a straight face. It was really weird. I don't know where they're going with this, but keep it up. I really enjoyed that. Then we had an AJ Styles interview. He said tonight's going to be much bigger and grander than the debate, which was the presidential debate last night. He's already beaten up John Cena. He's already beaten up Dean Ambrose. And he's going to beat up Ambrose again and keep his title. Then we see John Cena come out for his commentary. Then we have the match. AJ wins with a roll-up after a bit of confusion with John Cena and everything. John Cena gets back in the ring after the match with Dean Ambrose as AJ Styles leaving. They get in each other's faces. Dean Ambrose goes for dirty deeds but gets an attitude adjustment. Cena turns around to Styles, but he blocks the move and then hits him with an AA. Cena raises the World Championship, and that's how we end the show. This was a hell of a lot better show than Raw was this week. I was really impressed by this week. The Randy Orton Bray Wyatt thing is really getting me interested. I enjoyed it. Seemed the focal point of the show, and I'm liking it. It's giving mainstream attention to both figures. The Alexa Bliss rivalry's heating up with Becky Lynch. The triple threats building up. The Carmella Nikki Bella feuds building up. I'm loving everything they're doing on SmackDown at the minute. This is absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'll catch you later.